What? All that noise. What? Is it still morning? It's still morning, I think, here on the West Coast. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you? Let's see if anybody comes for a visit. We have not been checking in, and right now I just got up from work and just was like, you know what? I need a break. And what better way to break than with my people, with my rays of sunshine? What's up? How you doing? What's going on? Hey y'all, hey. Y'all hear that background noise? That's my son. I don't understand why he gotta have his phone so loud. Hey Kirby, how are you today? How you feeling today? What's good, love? I have been neglecting everything, everything, everything. And I needed a break, and I had decided, you know what? If I'm gonna take a break, I might as well take a break with y'all. Hey Sugar, hey T, because I gotta get back to my regular routine, being inundated with work, and these people at work is not good for me. I mean, because even when I get off, technically get off work, I'm still working and replying to emails and stuff. I told you guys last time that I picked up someone's territory while they find his replacement. So, and I'm doing triple the duty because I'm supposed to be showing someone else how to do my job to help me cover my regular area of responsibility. It's going okay. It's going okay. It is definitely a learning curve. I am more of an office employee, right? I do the majority of my job has been at a desk in an office looking at a computer, not necessarily out in the field. The job that I'm filling in for requires me to be out in the field. And though I know the concept of what happens out in the field, I have to now apply the practical knowledge, which, is a bit of a learning curve, but it's okay. It's okay. Everybody is very much understanding. My favorite part about it is that I get to say, I acquired this project from X, Y, and Z, and, help me get to speed. I'm a little green, help me understand. Like, I love that aspect of acquiring someone else's job. Like, unlike mine, that's even with a new job. Unlike mine, I can't say that because I've been doing what I do for a long, 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 long time. A long, long time. So that's the best part of picking up something that you aren't really that familiar with. Is you get to say, okay, you get to ask all the questions that people deem dumb. You get to say, hey, so if I hear you correctly, I mean, we say that anyway in project management, right? You say, if I understand what you're saying correctly, and you repeat what they say. So for the most part, it's been good. I have not had any issues. Everybody is very helpful. The majority of the people that I work with, the majority of my peers, are men, and so yeah, that's been good. I'm just really wondering how you guys are doing. How I know a lot's been happening, and I just want to check on your mental state. I just want to see if you're okay, where you are, if you are taking time out still for self-care and for breathing, if you're only taking the information and processing it, or if you're holding on to it. Hey, not out of sight, out of mind. Not out of sight, out of mind. Well, I'll be damned. Anna, and I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. She said out of sight, out of mind. Maybe she ain't talking about me. Maybe she ain't talking about me, y'all. This hair. I'm trying to get used to it. I did it myself. I'm trying to get accustomed to it. So I'm really just, really trying to just kind of work myself back into my regular YouTubing. Of course, it looks different because I'm not. Oh, the social media. Okay, 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 Anna. I feel better. I'm really just trying to work myself back into creating content. So I have done some vlogs and I have actually recorded some videos. Y'all send me good vibes and what's the opposite of procrastination, whatever that is. Send that to me so that I can get this stuff out, so that I can, send me all those good vibes. I need them, especially for procrastination, because I got a lot of stuff and I just be like, maybe that's what it is. I got a lot of stuff and I feel overwhelmed. Maybe that's what stops me. We must all be on the same page. I did mine myself too. Virgo things. Did you do those braids, those French braids that you had the last time I seen? Last vlog I seen you had French braids. Did you do those yourself? Right. And Anna, you hit the nail on the head. You want to support the movement, which I do, right? Some of us don't support in the ways like marching, and some of us just support those that do share information. But you're right. You have to find a balance between I want to make sure that the people who follow me understand my viewpoint, but in the next breath, I also want to share content that feels good to me. And I really feel like it's important as content creators that we do find a balance to do that. So if you want to create something that's outside of the current movement and to talk about something other than what we have going on, I always feel like you should, because it's for your mental health, and you'd be surprised how many other people were probably trying to filter their thoughts with good content, positive content, stuff that makes them feel like, you know what, I'm find some normalcy amidst the chaos. That's what I want to say. Thank you, Kirby. Oh, you got twists now. Okay, yes, girl. Oh, okay, yeah, Kirby. I'm gonna come. I'm working through that whole Zoom thing. I don't really know how. I'm gonna play that out because I know some of you did say you would, pay to chat with me. I don't want it to seem like, and when I hung up that day, when I got off the live that day, I was thinking to myself, now, is that 976-ish? Are y'all old enough to know something about them 900 numbers? 1-900-97, them numbers. Are y'all old enough to know anything about that? Anyway, I don't trust these people enough to leave my house, be in the air, and die trying to look cute. Anna, listen. That's coming from somebody who was in the military. So, why is my thing not scrolling up on its own? So I do want to do. I have to just figure out the logistics of, Zoom calls that y'all pay for. I mean, and then there will be those that are free. I mean, I know those of you who participated in that happy hour. I think we had a good time. We were on the phone on the Zoom for like 4 hours. So I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying not to procrastinate. I'm trying not to just rest, y'all, because that's what I be doing. Can we be transparent and clear? I don't be doing nothing. Like after I finish working at about 7, I could really start up what I want to do. Hey, Shani, I could really start up what I want to do. Like I could edit my podcast, which was I've got 3 episodes that require editing and uploading. Do you understand how my podcast is supposed to come out every Wednesday? Today is Thursday, and my podcast is not out. Excuse me, I'm finna yell just a second. Kingston, can you turn off my tea, please? So, Do you understand how I could just how like I've got a I told you I was doing a swimsuit haul. I've got a swimsuit haul that requires editing. I've got some Truthful Thursdays. Like right now today, I did a Truthful Thursday for today. All I needed to do was edit it and upload it. Did I? I've got vlogs from a few weekends ago. Have I done anything? No. I started another book, not the book that y'all expecting, right? Some erotica, and I actually have gotten really far with that. But like, I keep thinking to myself, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me see. Let's see. Hey, JD, that's what I'm calling you. Remember I told you every time I get my life together, something else happens and I'm spending more energy. You know what I know about some Virgos? We got a lot of projects and shit going on, and they just stack up. Like we got stuff that we want to do, and we move from one thing to another. And I need to learn to complete one thing. I need to start visualizing the completion of my projects. Anyway. Right. Let me tell you something. Recording is easier than editing, right? You can record and then you want to get on, then you have to edit, then you have to upload. I really wish that I was so good at like conversing or not necessarily conversing because I'm good at that. At presenting my thoughts and ideas so that it takes one take and there's hardly or very minimal editing because it would make life easier. Sometimes I record and I record like I have talking points or whatever, and then I record it again, especially when it comes to stuff like Truthful Thursday. But like my reviews, it is what it is, but you have to watch all of that so that you don't get to see me revisiting my notes, going, So sometimes you have to watch all of the stuff, and so editing is always the part that takes the longest for me. Hey, Cliff. Let me see. Sometimes I just want to say, screw it. Y'all want the video or not? I can't do both. Right, small little projects, honey. Small little projects. Yes, Ray of Sunshine. I'm sorry, Shani, I didn't see that. That's where I am right now, working on a couple of projects at the moment. And I really, we've got 3 Virgos in the room right now that can attest that that's what we do. Like my grass, I don't know if y'all remember when I was sitting on the porch the last time and how my grass was ugly. I got that whole project going, so I'm out there every day, twice a day, watering my grass. It's looking so lush and beautiful. In addition, every day I'm doing a 14-day challenge with a friend of mine and my niece and some people in Texas, right? And another lady here in California. We do a Zoom, we get on. We've been doing it for 14 days straight. So every day between 6 and 7, I'm getting on here and I'm working out every day for 14 days. It's a 14-day challenge through Mr. and Mrs. Muscle. I don't know if you guys follow them. Then, like I said, the doing your grass twice a day. Then, of course, my regular job, and then, of course, I'm trying to meditate. Can we just keep being transparent about my not following through with shit? Is I jot down shit for my planner, but don't put it in my planner. Like I write it down, like, oh, this is all that I want to do. This is everything that I want to touch on, right? Every single thing. And then guess what? I don't transfer it to my planner that I need to open up and look at every day. No, don't forget, I got these kids. Fortunately for Kingston, school is out. Today was the last day. Technically it's tomorrow, but they have a lot of teachers and students who borrow computers that are returning them. So tomorrow, what do they have to do, right? So, but then, I got to cook and shit. He'd be like, Mom, I'm hungry. I'd be like, can't you just eat cereal again for the 5th time today? Like, that's kind of, I'm not the best mother, but I'm not the worst either. What y'all say? I use Final Cut Pro, but I have also used Wondershare Filmora before I got my MacBook. And so that worked really, really well. I do still have that account. So I like Final Cut Pro. I like Wondershare, Filmora. They pretty much work the same way to me. It just depends on the system that you're using. They both cost money, okay? I mean, I know that some people who have MacBooks use iMovie, and I feel like iMovie is good when you're just starting out, but when you want, all the bells and whistles and stuff that, you want, it's better to use Final Cut Pro. But if you ain't gonna do no bells and whistles, then you don't need to spend the money. Oh, look at this arm. Let me see. Hey, Jazzy, where my baby at? I need more than 24 hours in a day. Don't we all? But really, do I want more than 24 hours a day in a day? Because that means I'm gonna pack in more shit. Then, of course, I want to keep feeding my soul, and I want to keep reading. And so there's that too. Like I have to figure out how I need to plan better as it relates to my days and what I'm going to do. Like, so I have to meditate every day. Right now we're doing the 14-day challenge. I have to work out every day. I have to do my grass every day. Maybe that means I need to get up an hour earlier, because working from home, I wake up at about 6:30 and I lay in the bed until about 7:30, and I really don't start working until about 8:30 because I'm waking up Kingston, trying to get him to eat, trying to meditate, trying to get some tea. Like, I haven't even had tea, and it's already what time is it? I don't know. 10:52. Like, so maybe I just need to, when my feet hit the floor, as I yell at my children every day, or not Royal, but Kingston, when your feet hit the floor, you start moving. And so maybe I need to start practicing what I'm preaching. That used to be what I did, but that's not what I do anymore. Final Cut Pro is confusing for me, too much for my brain. No, just keep trying. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. You know what? If you're on Instagram, a friend of mine and coach, Keyshawn Rains, does a 9 a.m. She changed it to 9 a.m. meditation call, guided meditation and intention call. And when I could not do it on my own because I couldn't focus, her guiding me was very helpful. She actually has a YouTube channel, and it is just Keyshawn Rains, where she has intentional guided meditation. The videos are probably about 15-20 minutes, and it really helps you focus because there's someone else instructing you on what to do. And so whenever I find myself in a place that I can't get it together myself, it's easier for someone else to walk me through it, because I can focus on their voice versus just my breathing, which is what I try to do when my mind starts going a million, 1,000, 50, 100, 11 ways. What else we got? Settling for momentary mindfulness seems helpful. Okay, I like it, Jackie. I like it. Momentary mindfulness. I like it. That's a good thing. So everybody seems to be in a good space. Anybody that's walked through the door, entered the room, seems to be in a good space. And I'm glad to hear that. Hey, friend. I saw you say something and I missed it. Hey, friend. I wish I could see your face too, friend. Hence the Zoom. I really need to implement a Zoom call, maybe one-on-one calls, maybe group calls. Yeah, but like if you just walked in the room, because last time I had said, how would you feel about, paying to talk to me on like Zoom? People were very open to it. And then when I got off of it, I thought, that's very 976-ish. Like, if you've been rocking with me for a while now, you know that was a job that I actually held in my youth when I was a wee pup, early 20s, and I just had Royal. I had to be like 23, 24, and that was a job that sustained us for a little while. So that's how come my mind went straight to, that's a little 976-ish. Crack me up. But that wouldn't be what we are talking about, because that would cost you a little more money. That's for the fellas, okay? That would cost you a little more money for some 976 Zoom calls. That's too much. But, friendly conversation and check-ins. Yeah, it wouldn't be too expensive. I don't know how I would do it. I have to still think. Try Black Magic Da Vinci Resolve 16. It's free. Where is that at? Where is that at? What is that? What is Black Magic Da Vinci Resolve 16? Um, what is that? Is that a platform? What is that? I've never heard of it. You know, I'm gonna go look at it, and of course, I ain't got no pen, no paper to write down what it is. Okay, y'all, excuse me a minute. Kingston, could you bring me a piece of paper and a pen or a crayon or something? I need to write something down. Just see how he huffing and puffing. Here he comes, huffing and puffing and shit. Okay, I wish I could see him. Kingston has a birthday. Come say hello. Kingston has a birthday. He's super tall, y'all. He's not way taller, but he is taller than me. Come on, sit down. Come, just scoot down and say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Get the straw out your mouth. Listen to his voice. Why does it sound like that? And you always look here, so people think that you're looking at them. Hello. Hi, hi. Did y'all hear his voice? Hello. Hello. Mom. Mom. Mom.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, my arm is too tight?
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you can go.
Oh.
You cleaning your room up?
Yeah.
So that you can have guests over?
Yeah.
Yeah, his birthday is Sunday. He'll be 13. Let me write that down right now. Black Magic Da Vinci Resolve. Is that Da Vinci? Is that what that says? Black. And then the pen he gives me. Don't want to write. Kirby, can you send that to me in my inbox? DM me so I can look it up. Slide in my inbox, because he gave me a pen that's not really working for our benefit. Thank you. I really want to look it up and see what that is. As you're entering the room or exiting the room, if you just stop by for a quick second, then give me a thumbs up, okay, y'all? Thumbs me up. Thank you, Jazzy, because really it's my birthday, because I gave birth on that day, okay? He was just born. I gave birth on that day. As a matter of fact, he, Royal I had as a vaginal delivery. Kingston I had as a C-section. Homeboy was in my stomach in distress trying to save his life. You hear me? Every time I would contract, my heart rate, you know how they go, or the baby's heart rate would drop. And so they came in with the little ultrasound thing, you know, trying to look and see. And it was, the umbilical cord was around his neck. And so whenever I would contract, he would grab the umbilical cord and pull it away from his neck. Homeboy is resilient already, honey. Resourceful, resilient. Get this shit off my neck. I'm trying to breathe, not knowing that he was also clamping the oxygen. So I had to have a C-section with him. Hence the fupa that I have, it came from Kingston. I wouldn't have fupa. I would just be, you know, a little plus size curvy girl with a flat stomach if he came vaginally. But no. So I got a little fupa. Fupa is life. Fupa is hard to get rid of. So like the top of my stomach will get flat, but the bottom part won't. Like, y'all didn't really care about that. Y'all didn't really care about that. Y'all didn't really care about that. What's going on with y'all? Oh wow, that had to be scary. Yes. Yeah, it was scary. And then, you know, considering it was 11 years later, I had Royal when I was 20, so my body was more, you know, I was more virile than I was when I was 31, and so it was the whole pregnancy was different than the first one. Like, I had to be induced with Royal because my bag had been leaking, so I had an 8-pound, 4-ounce baby in the NICU because my fluids were leaking, and they wanted to make sure he was healthy. So both of them had some issues. Kingston got to come right home though. What was that? It was a point. There was a point. Squirrel moment. I don't know. Right, friend. Right. Like the fupa is stupid. So it's hard work to get rid of that fupa. Oh, I just seen the thing. Kaya drags Trina for 24 hours straight. Kaya has no chill. None. Anyway, that was Storm Monroe's notification just came across my thing, and I don't really watch all the stuff he does, but I watch some of the stuff. But I like to actually see the shenanigans. Anyway, so now that the city is opening up a little bit, I mean, let me see. I've been working, and my daughter's sleep schedule has gone out the window again. I'm sorry, Jazz. Listen, babe. There's no handbook. We don't even now. You got to try and get her back on. And you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So like I said, I think Tamika, you came in on the back end. I had asked everybody how they were feeling, how things are going, how, you know, are you processing the knowledge, and are you ingesting the knowledge and holding on to it? Are you processing, getting what you need from it and moving past it and supporting the movement in whichever way is best for you? Even if that's just on the guided meditation this morning with Keyshawn, she talked about how our support looks different in different ways. Like we all aren't going to be out on the front lines marching. That's not for everybody. Of course, rioting, that's not for everybody. Bits and pieces for me to keep my sanity. Absolutely. Bits and pieces, Jen. I didn't shorten your name too. I give everybody a fucking nickname. Bits and pieces, Jen. Exactly. He does, doesn't he? So bits and pieces is good because we aren't gonna all support the same way. We all aren't gonna agree with the rioting and the looting. We all aren't gonna agree that some people supporting, silently. We're not gonna agree. So the fact of the matter is, you have to do what is best for your soul. Okay, because I know a lot of people are condemning those who aren't, actively participating, who aren't actively involved, which isn't fair. Each of our spirits are delicate, and we have to do what's best for us. So for me, support looks like talking about it when people talk about it, but if they go negative, I have to cut you off. You know what I mean? If you checking people when they're wrong, for instance, I love someone that I receive a service from monthly, and sometimes she is non-black, and sometimes she says things that are not conducive. I mean, somehow, and most of her clients are black women, and so most of her clients are black women, and so for me it feels like, because she feels like it's comfortable to talk about it in a specific manner with me, nobody else has checked her, because I'm finna check you. I'm gonna check you, and I'm gonna tell you what you're saying is wrong. For instance, she had mentioned to me the last time I saw her, which was here recently, maybe about a week ago. She mentioned to me that I had to tell my white friends, because she's white. I had to tell my white friends that they don't understand what blacks have been going through, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Which I was like, oh well, thank you. So don't talk about what you don't know. So then she went on to say, in the next breath, she went on to say, But don't you guys kill each other more? Now, I love her. She's a good spirit. But I had to tell her, listen, um, there's really no such thing as black on black crime, even though, you know, there is crime in the black community. You don't say white on white. You don't say, you know, Asian on Asian, you know, because, you know, a varying degree. You don't say any of those things. I said what it is a proximity. You don't say, you know, Latino on Latino crime. You don't say that. But it's a proximity issue. So if the neighborhood you live in, if you grew up and you've been gang banging or whatever, and your neighborhood is predominantly black, then that is where crime would be. If that's where the crime would exist, or what type of crime would go on. If you live in a predominantly Latino community and you see people are being killed, like where I live is predominantly Latino, okay? Predominantly on my block, maybe there's a handful of black homeowners or black people that live on my street. But the fact of the matter is, when the shooting is across the way, it is not black on black. I live here. It is Latinos who are disagreeing with their neighbor or whomever who is also Latino. So you don't hear that. And I had to explain to her, it's more of a proximity issue than black on black. And when you hear black people say black on black crime, it is just us talking about uplifting us, supporting us, being a community, and not hindering or breaking us down. You ain't got the right, okay, to say nothing about black on black. But I ain't finna. Y'all, this is me. This is me watching the thought out. Okay, let me go back because y'all said something. Let's see. Unfortunately, there are more unknown and faceless victims that happen every day that people know. Absolutely. And you know, the thing is, I like that we've come together as a, you know what I mean? So the people have been arrested, right? Okay, so what happens next? What is it that we do next? And not only that, because I mean, reform is what we want for the justice system, right? That's what we want. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry if anybody is in here that is non-black and feel a certain way about what I'm about to say. We need to support one another, right? In our businesses, in the services we receive, the therapists, the shops. I mean, I'm gonna pull up because y'all finna have me go to my power of the people. So I'm gonna pull up because I could feel myself. So I'm gonna pull up. Okay? I'm gonna pull up. Let me see. Facebook. Okay. Tell me again where to find. She's on Instagram, Jackie. If you're on Instagram, her name is Keyshawn Raines. And here on YouTube, spelled Keisean, first name Raines, Raines. But she is also here on YouTube if you are not on Instagram. I made a couple If you are not, my phone was ringing and it was my mother. If you are not on Instagram, you can find her here on YouTube for guided meditation. And I love the calmness of her voice. But that comes from years of being a yogi. So she's also a yoga instructor. You can tell just that she's centered just by the way that she speaks. It's very calmly. It's very intentional. Her breath work is immaculate just in speaking. Like me, I'm all over the place. You hear all my emotions. She's exactly like in the middle. Let me see. Thank you, Miss C. Plus, most of the riots that are messing up the towns and cities don't live there and don't have to deal with the aftermath. Clear your space. Oh, my mother, she was sending me a message telling me for Kingston's birthday that the Corvette Club is going to drive by. I'm actually Since 13 is a big number, I'm actually doing something for him. And I know some of y'all are not going to agree because we are still in the pandemic, but he turns 13 only once. They can wear their masks. It's a game truck. The game truck normally houses 24 people, but because of the pandemic, um, they only allow 10 people. So he only turned 13 once. And then I'm going to allow him, Jesus be a fence, to have two friends spend the night from Friday. And then on Sunday, their parents going to need to pick them up. Okay? Pick them up after the party. Pick them up. If we still under curfew, our curfew has changed from 8 to 6 to 5 to now 9 or 10 is what it was. So maybe it won't be in effect on Sunday. Nevertheless. Yeah. So you guys have any plans? I mean, you know, listen, I don't I know that they were opening shops and stuff here. And so with all the rioting and the looting, those shops may not have anything in them. Like in the city of Long Beach, they said it was really, really bad, the rioting and the looting in Long Beach. So I don't know, but do you guys have any plans? Y'all heard mine. I'm going to be here with kids. So I won't probably be doing, if I'm going to do any recording, I need to do it now because these kids are going to they're going to take over my house, take over my living room, make it look dirty, junky. Okay. But maybe I'll film that. Don't count on it though. Because Royal is officially here, right? He moved all his stuff from Chico here. And right now, my living room is in disarray. His room is right off of my living room. And so I've got boxes. But I told him that he had yesterday and all of today to get it together. Get it together. My good girlfriend would tell you that I like my living room to look like a showroom. I like it to look like no one sits in here. Because really no one should be sitting in here. Like y'all got your own space. And when you're in here, guess what? Make sure you clean up after yourself. That Kingston, he loves to be in here. He likes to be in my little meditation space over there and mess up my pillows and whatnot. Then he comes over here and he lays all across the couch and all my pillows be on the floor. Capri Sun packages and stuff be everywhere. Anyway. Yeah. Jazzy says it's the day-to-day racism that needs to change. Racism on jobs and healthcare. Keep the same energy. You see me? I'm going to say this about my job. I like my whole house to look like a showroom. Girl, I understand it. Like, y'all going, for me, your space is your space. Have it look however you want. Like Royal, he makes up his bed, but differently than I like. Like I like my bed with the comforter on and the pillows and stuff, and it so it'll look pristine. He folds his quilt in fours, not even like folds it and lays it at the bottom. He just folds it. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Kingston does make his bed the way I like because he's still a minor, and just like it's your space. It can look how you want, but you do need to clean it up. Like Kingston, his space, I don't understand. Like he cleaned up last night. He cleaned up his room because that's the condition of having the two people over. I don't understand why he just doesn't put stuff back where it goes. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm all over the place this morning with my thoughts and stuff. We ain't really talking about nothing. We just checking in. And so I'm just really all over the place. Let me see. Happy birthday, Kingston. Thank you, Miss C, because it's my birthday because I gave birth on this day. Yeah, I hope so, Jackie. Girl, I hope so. I hope they're going to be happy. I don't know what they eating. I got to go to the grocery store. I need to go grocery shopping, period, for my own refrigerator. But what is these kids eating? Friday, they'll probably have pizza. Saturday morning, they'll probably have leftover pizza and cereal. Saturday night, I got to figure out what they're eating. Because Sunday for the birthday, they're going to have hot dogs. So I can't give them hot dogs Saturday night. Y'all got some, I was kind of thinking I'm gonna do hot dogs. I'm gonna do hot dogs like jumbo dogs and some links because it's easier. My mama said she put them on the grill. I'm not gonna do it at my house. I'm gonna do it at her house. Um, so yeah, we ain't really talking about nothing.
My best life. I made a couple M's with my best friend.
Kingston called Royal back. He just called me. See what he want. Tell him I'm live. Sorry. I guess tacos. I made tacos on Tuesday, but I guess tacos would be good. And I was thinking I bought from Costco some chicken wingettes. You know, I could fry them up. Or they could have chili cheese fries. I got fries. They could have chili cheese fries, right? Like, but then, you know, you got to think about, they got to eat for lunch. Girl, Jennifer, it's all right, girl. Be in the business. That's what I'm here for. I'm telling you my business. So, you know, listen, if I'm sharing it, you can be in it. If I'm sharing it, you can be in it. So, I mean, and it's not like I don't have the taco stuff here. All I would need is tomatoes. He not answering? Ring it again. I always, whenever Royal calls me, I always feel like I need to answer right away. Even before all of this, because I'm a mother of two black boys. Two black young men. So every time he calls or anytime he doesn't answer, my mind always wanders or worries. But I can't do that. I have to pray and send him on. I also have to just cover him. I just have to make sure that I have taught both of them fundamentals, you know. And Royal is different in the respect with Kingston is that he's calm, like very laid back, very calm. He's not very excitable. Kingston is, and so I have to figure out how to teach Kingston to control his emotions. Any suggestions? Y'all got some suggestions on how I can teach Kingston to control his emotions? Not to have them and to feel them, but to know how to control them. So you're angry, don't have outbursts. You know, don't react. Use, you know, be mindful and think about it. Like I need to teach him how to control his emotions. That's it. I can't put it no other way, so that he's not in an environment where he gets upset and then he goes. You know. If you ever hear your children on like these gaming systems, they get excited, right? They be yelling and screaming and stuff. But I hear him when he gets upset and he'd be like, shut up. You sound stupid. Like, I don't want that. And so every time I go in and I hear him, if you can't control what you're saying, then you need to get off the game. That's how I feel about Kingston and his outbursts. I really need to teach him to control his emotions, which is something I did not learn how to do until later in life. Like, you know, everything don't require a response. Take a deep breath, stare at people and blink. And really in your mind, when I'm blinking, if you ever see me out in public and some shit is going on, or I'm in the midst of some shit, or it just happens to get, and you start seeing me and start blinking, it's because I'm going into a safe space and cursing them the fuck out in that safe space. But it goes from, for me, it goes from being professional, speaking calmly, to then just being very assertive and very direct to, you got me fucked up. Like, I done gave you 2 chances, the third one you're out. Like, you get 2 with me. It's levels to my anger now. Well, everything got quiet. I'm just running off at the mouth now. I'll probably come back I'll try. It won't be Sunday because it's actually Kingston's birthday, but I'll figure out how I need to just not procrastinate. I need to just follow through with the things that I want to do. Like right now, we've been talking for 45 minutes. Um, and my mind just went to how many emails did I get from people that are just really reiterating an email that I sent earlier, or asking in a different way, or trying to get me to change my response. Excuse me, that was a burp. So I guess that's it for us. Y'all got something else to say? Anything? Anybody before I go? Because we've been on, we really technically, I like to be with y'all for an hour. So we got about 15 minutes left. If not, we're going to get out of here. If not, too, I thought, you know what, let me get on here before they forget me. You build an audience, you build a rapport, you build relationships with people, and then you just fall off to Lisa. That ain't cool. So, let me apologize for that. For those of you who have been rocking with me and have been consistent, that watch maybe not everything, but just about damn near come through when I go live and stuff. Let me just say thank you. Let me say thank you for that. Thank you for your consistency. Let me also ask for your forgiveness because I just fell off. And that's not something that you can do. You know what I mean? That's as a person that cares about you, as a brand, that's not something that you can do. I'm looking at this little piece came out perfect anyway. That's not something that I should do. Let me see. No one has forgotten you, but I have missed you. You are my friend in my head. Yes. Yes, Missy. Yes. Thank you for not forgetting me. And I like that I'm your friend. Like I like that we have a connection, We ain't forgot about you. Thank you, Jennifer. When is the Married at First Sight New Orleans coming in? Didn't they recorded that already? So we ain't got to worry about the pandemic being in the way, right? And I have not watched Married at First Sight Australia. Has anybody watched that and like it? I'm gonna watch a little bit in a minute. I was stalking your channel when you were gone for a minute. Come on, stalk me. Okay, like in this sense. Okay, anybody who comes in and thinks I want them to stalk me in real life, I don't. I'm with the shits. But Jennifer knows what I mean. Most of everybody on here knows what I mean. I'm watching. Oh, okay. So how is it? How is it, friend? How is it? Do you like it? Is it worth reviewing? I'm waiting for Power Book Ghost. Yeah, I don't have stars. I don't have, people be like, why don't you review Insecure? People as in Shiny. I'd be like, I don't have HBO and I don't have stars and I don't want to have to try and figure out every week how am I going to watch it. A friend of mine, actually, he let me use his stars account, so I will be able to see Power Book Ghost. But I wonder if he got HBO. I may have to send him a message. Hey, yo, look, you got HBO? Can I log in? Can I log in? Let me see. Oh, yes. Let me see. Yeah, I got you. Nope. Australia look a mess. Couples Cam is cute. I do like Couples Cam. I have been watching that, but did not review it and should have reviewed it because I do like Couples Cam. All in their business. Yes, drama. So you like, friend, you like Australia. You like all the drama. I haven't watched, but I will when there's nothing to do. I want y'all to know, like, one of my girlfriends be like, you always watching TV? And I'm like, no, I'm not. So when we on the phone, she be like, do you watch? Have you seen? I'd be like, for somebody who talk about me always watching TV, it's you, because I really don't. The TV is on in the background. The best show on TV is Insecure. And do you know I have not watched a single episode this season, which means I can't watch Bondi Blues reviews, which means I really can. But see, a lot of the reviewers don't give you like what happened in the show, because if you don't have the show, I mean, like if you don't have the channel, then you could watch the show. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the channel, then you can watch someone's review and kind of get an idea. And most of the reviewers, who does though? What's her name? Rocks. Rocks. It's Rocks. I can't think of what her channel name is, but Rocks. She gives us a blow by blow, and I haven't seen her pop up with Insecure. Let me see. What you say? What you say? Oh yeah, Jazzy. Right? We on the same page. We gonna get it together. And you know, honestly, shows that I don't review, I actually like to watch them like in succession. Like I need 4 in a row, boom, 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 and then I'll wait, let them build up again, and then watch again. Cause I hate waiting. Like I gotta wait till next week to see what happened. Hey love, check your Gmail. I sent a link, or all you have to do is download it. Okay, I'll check it out. 4, it's Rocks. Thank you, Jazz. Let me see. Hold on. Who? Jayless Corner is good for a play-by-play of reviews. Okay. Oh, you know, Jay Lee. Yes. Jay Lee. She's actually really entertaining to watch, and she does give a blow-by-blow. And she's very consistent. Like, she came out after me, and she has a great following because she's consistent. You can count on her. Sometimes I wonder, so like Forrest Rocks, we know she has a regular full-time job, right? But I wonder, like Bondi, she doesn't have like another, this is her main job. Like Jay Lee, is this her main job? Sometimes I just be wondering, how do these people get all this content out? Probably because they got follow through and they're not procrastinators. Talisa Ray, you are a procrastinator. Let's call a spade a spade. I've got a new thing that a new mantra that I have been meditating on, that is written on my mirror, that that I'm trying to follow, that I just added yesterday. And it is declare it, define it. Declare it, define it. Oh hell. Declare it, define it. It's not deliver it. Now see, I said I just started it yesterday. Declare it, define it. Declare it, define it. It's pretty much declare it, define it, do it, but the word isn't do it that I used. And now I can't remember. Child. Jay Lee has a job too. Works full time and does her reviews when? At night. She is also single with no kids. No shade to her. No shade to her, but it definitely, because I like her. For all I know, we could be related. So it's just that she has more dedication. You know what I'm saying? She's more ambitious. I just have to get back to consistency. I know when I first started my channel, I was only doing Truthful Thursdays. I only did Truthful Thursdays. I don't know who in here knows about Truthful Thursdays, but I really love Truthful Thursdays. And I was going to do one today. Well, I have it and really could have been up probably last week, but said I was going to put it up this week, and I just didn't. So, but I'm going to run those back. You know what I mean? I really want to run those back. I really need to just really define what it is that I want, what I want it to look like. Yes, Jazzy, you do know. You've been around a long time, boo. I really just need to define what it is I want for each of my platforms, what I want for my brand, what do I want as a lifestyle coach, who is my audience. Like, I know these things, but I've never really written it out. Listen, even coaches need coaches, like therapists need therapists, so I have my own coach, right? And having a coach kind of really helps you realize where you want to go and what you're supposed to be doing. Hold on. Kingston, your counseling class has started. It's 11:30. Oh, okay. Y'all. Me and my sidebar yelling. But it's really important. I always feel like successful people have coaches. Successful people have a plan. Successful people not only have a plan, but deploy the plan. Oh, and the thankful challenges. I did. I had made that up. I made that up by myself, and I should have just kept going because I bet you it would have caught on by now. I bet you people would be do. I bet you people would have been doing it. I didn't done a lot of stuff. Car confessions didn't last long. Like I need to just stick with what works. One thing that works is Truthful Thursdays. Another thing that works is the reviews, because in the reviews you get to see and hear my opinions about relational stuff, which ties into my lifestyle coaching. As a matter of fact, you guys, I am gonna do a class, an online lifestyle coach class, and listen, I really need to define a lot of things. I wake up in the night or before I go to bed, and I have all these ideas and all this creativity, and it's just written down on paper. I wake up and I want to jot it down in my journal. Like my ancestors be talking to me like crazy, and I really just need to follow through with the things that I want to do. Like finish these piles of work this collective work. Yes, the class is going to be on Zoom, Miss C. It is. It's going to be on Zoom. I don't really know what the specifics are yet. I don't know if it's just going to be for a couple days, like a weekend class, or if it's going to be an extensive class. But I do know that as part of the class, you'll get a free one-on-one 20-minute session with me. I do know what the idea of the first class is. I do know the structure of the class, how I want the structure of the class to go. I just don't know how long it's going to be for. Like, is it going to be a class that I offer weekly, like once a week for a month? Am I going to offer the class every day for a week? And I'm actually gearing towards maybe one class, like on a Saturday, a week for a month. That way, because there will be like exercises that we will do. So that I really feel like, thank you, Miss C, for that, because I just kind of worked through that out loud. So yeah, I kind of look for that. I need to, like, my website is up, but I need to go in and tweak some things, specifically the things that I offer. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, me and my rambling. I'm always rambling, and I try to say these things out loud so that you guys can hold me accountable. Remind me. Like, I get a lot of reminders, like people who know that I'm writing a book, the first book, not the second one. How you gonna start another book if you ain't finished the first one? Nevertheless, they're two different. One is a fictional book, one is nonfiction, right? The second book is erotica. So, and it's not even a book, it's like short stories that I might just publish on my website until I have a collective. Oh, you would, Miss C? Okay, good. I also want to start sending out like a mailing list. Like I call them love letters, like from me to like my followers and my subscribers that have signed up just to receive monthly emails from me. We're on my website at I Am Talisa Ray. So there's a lot of things that I have to work through, and I have to just stay focused, and I have to follow through with one thing after the other. So it's not only a Virgo issue, but it's also an issue that is in my lineage. My mother, my grandmother, my aunts, my uncles, all of us on my maternal side, all of us have the start this. Oh, I have a new idea. Start this. Oh, I have a new idea. Start this. Oh, I have a new idea. Start this. Jazzy, would you be interested? And it's not going to be an expensive class. It'll probably be $40 or less, which ends up being like $10 a week for my first class, so that we get our feet wet and just You know, but on the other side, of course, come out better with the goal in mind of that specific class. So, I mean, it's something that I'm thinking about. And really, you get something extra. You get a one-on-one Zoom call with me, just you and me, just you and me. But we could talk about some specific things that might help you or that you want in addition. So, I mean, I really feel good about that, and I just really need to. Hey, Dr. D, you made it, boo, because we about to get out the room. We didn't been all around the world and because it ain't no topic. I done talked about everything under the same. Jazzy, I love you. Thank you. And you know, let's talk about support for a second. Let's talk about support. We always we were talking about supporting the Black community in like businesses, in restaurants, and anything that you would normally do. Try and support somebody Black. One of the hard things to do is your nails and your feet. I'm gonna need all the Black manicurists who do like false nails to work on pedicures, or get somebody in there to do pedicures. You know, Black women don't want to touch nobody's feet. Damn patient interrupted my YouTube live. Girl, I know they are. I love you. I was just telling them that I have 3 episodes of the podcast that need to be, well, I wasn't just telling them early on. I was just talking about how I don't have no follow through right now, how I'm a procrastinator, and how I need to come out on the other side of that. But I was talking about support all over the place, Talisa, all over the place, Talisa, all over the place, Talisa. Support. So it's a funny thing, Jazzy. I've never met you in real life. That goes for the majority of you. I've never met you in real life, and you are willing to support me just from our interaction here. And what I find is that
what you said, you gotta whatever, and $40 because someone slashed your tire.
Somebody slashed my tire. Hold on, y'all. What happened? Go get my phone so you can get back on your class. I'm gonna call you right back, Royal. So Royal's in my car. Royal had a doctor's appointment. He's in my car. He just called. See, now we got a whole new topic. He just called and he just said that somebody slashed my tire.
No, she about to call you.
Cause he got class. He's got class. Look, and now I'm looking at all my emails. Y'all, stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Let's see what's happening.
So, I'm driving. It says low air pressure on your tire. And I'm like, oh, you got a little bit of air just coming out. And I was like, all right, let me go check it. And I looked at it, got slash marks on your tire. Like somebody came up and slashed your tires.
How many tires?
This is front one. It's front left one.
Okay, so where are you?
I'm at the tire place already, and they told me it's $65 start price plus tax.
Is that a new tire?
Yeah, I think
you gotta add. What tire place are you at?
I'm right around the corner.
From the house?
Yeah.
On the Fairway place?
Yeah, I'm at on front. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. Okay, I'm about to sell you the money.
Alright. Alright.
What?
That's it. Look.
All right.
Alright. I got you can send me 40 because I already got 40, and I just go from there.
It's my tire. I'll pay for my tire.
It happened on my watch, so let me take.
So how much is it in total?
He told me I rounded up. I guess the man 75 in my head.
All right.
Alright.
Y'all, listen. He said it looked like slash marks is on my tire. Who slashing my tires? And anyway, maybe it's just a faulty tire, y'all. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't know if y'all ever slashed a tire in your life, okay? We're going to keep it a band. Your girl, she done slashed a tire or two in her day. Okay, back in the 90s, right? She done broke a couple windows back in her day. And so the fact of the matter is, you don't just slash one tire. You slash like 4 tires. You slash 3 tires, 2 tires. You make it so that it's hard. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to send him some money for my tire. But Wells Fargo got me doing a gang of shit right now. Oh, okay. Y'all. Sometimes you just have to thank the Lord that you have the money, right? As devastating as this is right now in my spirit, like really I gotta get a tire. I have to thank God, like, that I have $80 for my tire. What's his name? That I have the ability to pay for the tire. Okay, let me see. Tell them about them slash a tire, not going nowhere for real. I hope they didn't slash tires. Is it slash or did the tire blow at a doctor's office? Right. That's what I'm just thinking that maybe the tire wasn't no good. You know what I'm saying? My tire, and I'm trying to remember which tire I had to get fixed, but I had got a used tire, and so I'm thinking that I didn't get another, because I want to do all the tires at one time, and the rest of my tires were fine, and I'm trying to figure out why, what that, so that maybe that's the tire. I'm not sleeping with nobody, man. I ain't even got my own boo, okay? So that's all out. We know ain't nobody coming. I mean, I'm having little conversations with people, but they don't know where I live. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody pulling up like that. I'm not putting that kind of energy out. So I really feel like it's just that tire that I had bought, I want to say maybe about 6 months ago, has run its use. And so he's at the place and getting me another new tire. One tire seemed high, that reform the thug life. Exactly, tire. Let me see. One tire seems odd. The front tire probably just blew out. My bad. Grandma called. I'm back. It's okay, Anna. We still here. So I just think that it was an old tire. I don't, I ain't got no beef like that right now. I'm too old for that kind of drama. And I'm just grateful that I have the money to get it fixed. Do y'all hear me when I say that? There was a time in my life, let's go on and have a real transparent moment. There was a time in my life that I would have probably started crying because I wouldn't have had the money to fix it. I would have had to have him put the donut on. And then not only would I have had to put the donut on, I would have been trying to borrow the money or riding on the donut for 2 weeks, okay? Yes, honey, Thankful Thursday. Okay, so, sometimes we just need to, even though life happens, Jennifer, you are absolutely right. The tire needs to go on. I have to look at, what? Thank you, God, that I'm in a space that I can go ahead and say that I got $80 for a tire, okay? And this place is, it's called Fairway Tires. Anybody who lives in LA knows where it is. It's really right around the corner from where I live. They have the cheapest tires, but they are new tires. They are good tires. Most people buy their tires and then go have them put on somewhere else versus like going to American Tire or Goodyear or your dealer and paying, $200 a tire. So I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful. I'm just grateful for the ability to get my tire fixed. I'm just grateful. God is good. What a blessing that he was close to the tire place. He probably rode, child. He probably rode. He said that he was driving and it said low tire pressure. And he was like, "Oh, I just need to go get some air." And he pulled over to look at the tire, and it, I guess it was slashed. He say slashed, but it probably had like slits. Yes, girl. Shoot, $80 for a tire, that's hella inexpensive. It is. Versus that, like when I go to American Tires or somewhere, when I get all 4 tires done and you get, an alignment and your tires balanced and shit, you come out of there close to $1,000 spent out your pocket. So that little $80 tire, that's how come I was like, are you at it? Where are you? Like, are you at one of them little hole in the wall places? Like, where are you? Where are you? Why am I paying over $1,000 for a full set? I don't know why you paying that much. Cause I've only paid close to $1,000 when I've gotten all 4 tires in alignment and balancing. But I'm gonna just be honest. It might have been a sale, might be God's grace. Because whenever I had to do it, it was always like a tight, like it wasn't in the space that I'm in now of abundance, right? I'm in a place of abundance. And so abundance in a positive way and everything, not as in like taking too much, but a place of my spirit is full of abundance, my finances are full of abundance, my emotions are abundantly wealthy, my love life, though it is null and void, it is, my intention is for it to be in abundance, right? So I feel like back then I did not have that mindset. My mindset is for every dollar that I put out, it comes back to me 7-fold. So all of these things for me is what I put out and what is coming back to me. Sometimes I'd be like, damn, I got to spend some more money, then I have to stop myself and say my affirmation. Every dollar I put out comes back to me 7-fold. I have more than what I need that I can bless other people. Like, y'all better hear me when I tell you. So I'm really, really, really in a good space in my spirit. I want to share that. Texas might really be cheap because I was upset when I paid $750 for tire and rims. Yeah, girl. Yeah. My homegirl, before the city had started opening up, LA, was like, you want to go to Houston? She was like, everything is open. Bars, restaurants, nail shop, we can get our feet done. Oh, shit. And so if I ever go anywhere, y'all, in the States, and I think someone or a ray of sunshine is in that state, I am going to let it be known if it's close to it or something so that we can do a meet and greet. Even if it's just me and you and we having a drink, right? Yeah. Wrench me. Oh, is it far from you, Anna? But I would make it so that I'm fucking nowhere. I would, because we talked about this, because there's a lot of ray of sunshines that live in Texas. So I would make sure to give enough. I would make sure that I would give ample time so that people would be able to come and join us. So JD said he's got a podcast name. It's called God's Way Matters. He actually, JD, you sent me an inbox and asked me if I thought which one was harder, podcasting or YouTubing. Or doing YouTube. They're equally as exhausting, babe, because you have to edit on both of them. At least with YouTube, like with my podcast, I have a certain formula that I follow, and so with that formula that I'm following, I like to stick there. With YouTube, I have, I'm free really to do whatever I want, to jump on here live and not have to edit. But whenever I do a sit down video, it always requires editing with a fine tooth comb, unless I just don't feel like it, like I'm all like 2 peas in a bucket, fuck it. But both of them are labor intensive. The difference between my podcast and my YouTube channel is on my YouTube channel.
My best side, I made a couple M's with my best friends.
you get the opportunity to speak to me. You get the opportunity to have a conversation with me. So there's always that. What else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, it's like 4 hours at 80 miles per hour. Oh, wow. 980 for all new tires in North Carolina, but I had all used, so I had to do new for once. You know, and that's the thing. That's the thing, Jazzy. I went from only buying used refurbished tires to now getting new tires, right? So that's the thing. I would much prefer having new tire, you know. And if we're gonna keep it a band, back then my credit was bad. So even if I didn't have the money and needed to charge it, I couldn't. My credit was bad. So now, you know, I have decent credit. You know, I got a little bit of a savings. So all of those things are beneficial to me, versus being and I. It's important to be in this place earlier in life, and I'm trying to teach that to my children, my sons, you know, especially boys. I mean women too, right? But no woman wants a man who don't have their shit together. A man will take a woman who don't have her shit together before a woman will take a man without his shit together. Well, I don't know, because we like to fix shit. Like, anyway, I want my sons to be, you know, able to sustain themselves and their households, whether they're single or they're married with a family. So, just, you know, trying to make sure they understand these life lessons and don't learn them later in life, you know, in their 30s and 40s, that you get it now. Like Kingston, I want you to get it now at 13. I want you, Royal, to get it now at 24. And with Kingston, it's when the ice cream truck comes, you don't have to always take your $2 and go to the ice cream truck. What do you want from the ice cream truck? Is it something that's comparable in the house? You want chips? We got chips. You want ice cream? I got popsicles and ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always a thing. Let me see. Man, so it's like Blog Talk Radio, right? Because I used to do Blog Talk. Kinda. Hey, Naomi girl. Kinda. Yeah, I mean, because really you're getting on and you're talking about whatever you want. Your format is however you want your format to be. For the most part, it's just pre-recorded. So if you just want to get on there and ramble about whatever, God's grace, for an hour, for 30 minutes, for 15 minutes, however long, you get to set the precedence about with the podcast. Any of your creative platforms, you set the precedent for that. You decide. It's not up to somebody else. If you don't want to do nothing but talk, if you don't want to give, anybody who has listened to my podcast knows that I have Sunlight, right, where we spotlight ray of sunshines, where we talk about news and events, where we ask questions. We have the selfie moment, which is self-care, and we have our actual main topic. We also are going to begin to include, Dr. D and I have not determined the name yet because my podcast is on Wednesdays, but pretty much Ask Dr. D, where she comes on, you ask a question, somebody asks a question, and on once a month she talks about it. I have yet to edit our episode. What I realized is that we talked for 2 hours straight, and so takes a little more care with the episode with Dr. D. And you guys are really going to enjoy it. I'm going to make sure that I come on here and tell you guys, well, just follow me on Baby Let Me Tell You, whichever platform you listen to podcasts at, and you can hear all the episodes. You can hear, because I have episodes where there is a guest co-host, and then I have episodes where it is just me and we're having a heart-to-heart. Heart-to-hearts are normally me just spilling my guts about something. The last one was I Love Married Men. I also welcome men. I had my first male co-host last week, Kanoum Alexander, who provided a different perspective than our own. So yeah, that's always a thing. Oh, Dr. D, look. Thank you, Dr. D. Thank you, Dr. D. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm so grateful. Look, you want Talisa to cry because I'm so grateful. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for impressing upon her that. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you. You will increase. I shout a blessing for you in Jesus' name. Thank you, JD. I receive it. I receive it. And it's something about um, being able to be happy for someone else or to sow into someone else that does wonders for you, even if that's not the intent. When you're able to shout because someone else is being blessed or someone else is being successful or able to sow into them, it always comes back to you. Always, always, always. I'm so grateful. Oh wait, I didn't miss a whole lot of stuff. Wait, what's this? I'm not Ayana, not trying to fix a thing. That's Miss C. Yeah, people are so quick to push a kid out of 18 and don't teach about credit and money. It's so important. Um, no, you see Ayana, she be like, I can't do nothing for her. You know, and actually, I would really like to meet Ayana and Zant. I really admire her. Let me see. Yeah, Dr. D. Thankful Thursday. It's a good day. It's a good day. It absolutely is, Jazzy. God knows better than we do. He puts people strategically in your life. And I'm grateful that Dr. D could hear God. You know what I'm saying? That she's moved and that she said, you know what? I'm going to follow through with it. A lot of us don't do it. I'm one of those people. As a matter of fact, today, like there's a homeless encampment like by the freeway. I'm like less than a mile away from. I live on a cul-de-sac. I've said that to you guys before. But you could tell he's off. I know that he lives in the encampment on the southbound side of the freeway, but he was coming through, digging through trash cans. And I'm watering my grass. Y'all know, I told y'all earlier I wanted green twice a day. So this morning I'm watering the grass and he's looking, digging. He stops and speaks to me, right? And then didn't stop and dig in nobody else's trash now. Now I got a problem with people digging in my trash. But he begins to dig in the trash. And so he's talking to himself in Spanish, he's mental health illnesses are real. And I just asked him, well, what is it that you need? Like, because you're in there searching for something. What is it that you need? Homeboy was like, an extension cord. I need an extension cord. I was like, okay, don't go nowhere. I got an extension cord because I really wanted to say, get the fuck out of my trash. But I know that he needs an extension cord so that he can plug up to the city lights and get him some juice to, I don't know, do his, what's those called, hot plates or microwave that he didn't took from the corner or whatever it is that he's using, his fan, who knows? But guess what? I just went on, I said, well, now you can get out of my trash because there's no extension cord in here. But really, I felt moved. Something moved me to ask him what it was that he needed. Like, if he was hungry, I would have came in here and gave him some leftovers. If he was thirsty, like sometimes you just have to move when God says move. Even when you have a little bias like I did this morning, like, this motherfucker's in my trash. Yeah, I did say God last sentence, and now I'm saying motherfucker this sentence is in my trash. I got a problem with it. But I was moved to see what he needed. Like, what is it that you need? Like, how can I help you? What are you looking for? Let me help you figure it out so you can get out of my trash. Because I think part of it, though, was I was irritated because he was dropping my trash on the ground. I had to hit him up with, like, so you picking that up. And he told me, asked me if I habla Espanol. I said no. Hellboy told me you need to learn Spanish. I know enough. I can finagle my way around a couple words. I know a few things and can pick up on what you're saying. But no, it's not a requirement for me. It'd be nice. It's a nice to have, but it's not a requirement. What y'all talking about? Let me see. It's your birthday twin. That's why I didn't know she was a Virgo. Go get you a pedicure or something. Treat yourself. Girl, the pedicure places ain't open. They not open. I would. We still sheltered in place. We are sheltered in place to an extent. Like, they've opened up like department stores, grocery stores have still been open. I believe last Friday they started opening up restaurants for sit down. My thing is, how am I going to go to a restaurant and sit down and eat if I have a mask on? Anybody? You can't eat with a mask on. You can't eat with them. And the point of going to a restaurant to eat really is about getting out and about socializing, not necessarily about the food. Now, sometimes the food be real good, and that's why you go. But for the most part, we still sheltered in place. Our governor, in all his wisdom, has said that that's how Corona got to California, through the nail shops, child. So they probably won't open up for a long time. That's what Governor Newsom said. I'm gonna have to break this shelter in place in order to go check on these grandparents of mine. Yes, ma'am. Go. Yes, ma'am. Go check on grandma. I'm still sheltering in place too, seeing patients and taking meetings virtually, homeschooling these kids. Lord, Kingston's last day of school is technically tomorrow, but all the kids and all the kids and the teachers are turning in their laptops today. So technically, that's it. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, the virtual happy hours. We were talking about a virtual happy hour, and we were also talking about, I had said that I was going to start doing like calls where people would pay to talk to me. And I had told them like it felt like 976. Like, and whatever, asking for that. But we do need another happy hour. I'll have to figure it out. It won't be this weekend because I'm having kids over for Roy Kingston's birthday. Okay, so it won't be this weekend because the kids ain't gonna be mine. Y'all know we get raunchy. I don't want to fly, but I also don't want to be in the car for 34 hours. She had heart surgery yesterday. Oh, Grandma, where's Grandma? In Virginia, where is she? My grandpa's having lung issues because of the riots and smoke. Where do your grandparents live, Anna? And that 35-hour drive ain't gonna be no joke. And is your husband going with you? Is he go, Mr. Anna? Is he going with you? Lord have mercy. Oh, she's in Philadelphia. Okay. Let me say this too, since we're speaking about riots. How many of you are actual gun owners? Do you own a firearm? I'd send my sister, but she's due in 5 days. Oh yeah, you can't send her. She finna have a baby child. And is she lives in Philadelphia? What Dr. D said. She said prayers up for Big Mama and Big Papa Anna, and for traveling grace, mercy. Put a hedge. May God put a hedge before you. Sister lives in Virginia. Okay. That's a long. And then Texas is such a huge state. You with an S, Anna? With an S, you got your weapons with an S. The reason I asked is I took my first safety course. I've owned my own personal firearm. We're civilized up here in Canada. You guys really are. No, but I want one. I'm a little intimidated by them. Missy said, no firearms. I respect people's right to do what they think is best. I personally think it's too dangerous for me and mine. I understand, Jackie. And then I do not, own a firearm. And so I do own a firearm. I bought me one when I bought my house. I bought my house in August of 2018. I want to say November 2018, I purchased my first firearm. And the reason I asked that, because I also feel like if you do own a firearm, you have a responsibility to practice safety measures for your gun, right? Including how you store it. I feel like you also have an obligation to learn how to properly use it. maybe research what's best for you. Um, but as a single woman, uh, and living in an urban area, I'm looking at my work email go off. And living in an urban area, I feel like it's important for me to have a firearm. I pray that I never have to use it except for at the gun range. Um, I went to the gun range on Sunday and got some new little injuries, little calluses on my beautiful hands. That's what made me think about it, because they're kind of hurting. They don't look as bad as they did. The skin got pulled back from push pull with your gun. Push pull. Anyway, that's what I say whenever I cock my gun. Push pull with 8 S's. Oh hell! I keep my concealed permit valid. I'm little. It's a must. Good for you. Hey GT. What's good? How you been? Nice to see you. I hate the gun range. I didn't even want to go when I was in the Army and it was free. Why didn't you want to go? Is it the loud noises? What? Why don't you like the gun range? It also made me think about, I know when I took the safety class, what I thought about. It was for 4 hours, right? And what they continually impressed upon you was to keep your hand off the trigger. Keep your finger off the trigger. Keep your finger off the trigger. When you're putting it down, when you're picking it up, if you're not planning on shooting, keep your finger off the trigger. Keep your finger off the trigger. And I was telling my girlfriend that the other day, and I was like, you know what? So whenever people be like, especially police, and they be like, oh, it was an accident, I was scared. As much as they impressed that upon me in a 4-hour fucking class, you telling me they ain't impressing that upon you? Yeah. Okay. Exactly. No complaints. Good. No complaints. I done kept talking. Royal done made us keep talking for 30 more minutes. I'm finna get out of here, y'all. I'm hungry. I ain't drank my tea. I need to heat it up. I ate my child. I need to heat it up. I'm hungry. I don't even know if my youngest child ate anything. Normally he would put some Eggos in. Maybe that's what I'll get them, so they can make them some Eggo waffles on Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Saturday morning. Sunday morning they could just have cereal so that we can get moving. Right? I know. Random. All over the place. Talisa's always all over the place. I heard from another Cali person, y'all under curfew. Yes, sir. We are under curfew. We are under martial law over here. The curfew has decreased. So let's see. Today is Thursday. On Tuesday, our curfew was at 5 p.m. On Monday, our curfew was at 6 p.m. Last night, our curfew was at 9, or was it 10? Nevertheless, it has, decreased, and eventually will be off. We've got, military presence. Like, I live maybe 5 miles from the convention center. There is a whole, military base camp at the convention center. So, yeah, we definitely, they got us on lock, because, I'm going to just be honest. I was just telling my homegirl, we don't have that over here in Texas, thank God. Yeah, thank God, because Texas is a bunch of fools. Like, y'all's law enforcement is, they anyway. I was telling one of my homegirls when the riots started out in Minnesota, and she sent me something, and I was like, she said something, and I said, LA is always ready to riot. We be ready to go. And I mean, in 2 days, LA was rioting. Like, oh, we rioting, we looting, and it really wasn't. Everybody knows that it's not us. Right, GT. Everybody know that it's not us. You can see it in social media. You see it when they show it on the news. It's not us. New York too at 8 p.m. Yeah, y'all got it bad in New York too. Y'all got it bad. The thing about LAPD, they didn't had enough lawsuits and enough problems, especially with Rampart Division, that they at least are doing shit undercover. You know, um, we have sent them through the blues with reform as far as uh, the practices that they have, but they still bad. They all still bad. Okay. Oh, 8 there too. Yeah, it's all they you know, you still have that same mentality. Um, you know, and in California, um, our Latino population is really huge, right? And a lot of our police officers are of Latin descent. You've got white people, you've got Latin descent or Caucasians, okay, because it comes from a bunch of places. Oh, we dying. Our battery is dying. You've got Caucasians, like I said, a lot of Latin presence. You don't have a lot of black people that are on the force, and that's because of the relationship that black people have had for centuries on centuries on centuries with law enforcement. So there's that thing. And in Los Angeles, um, black brown relations haven't always been the best. Right now they seem to be fine, but black brown relationships have not always been on the up and up, which is weird. Like, anyway. Y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here now for real, because number one, our battery is dying. Number two, somebody probably looking for me on email. Even though I just checked, I got a couple things. Nothing seems to be too pressing, but you know, so that I stay ahead of it. And then number three, I'm hungry. Yeah, I love you in real life, and I'm gonna figure out how to be consistent with content. It was good to see you too. GT, I need to slide over to your channel so I can hear you clown a little bit. I always love your skits. All right, y'all. Listen, if you're not following me on Instagram, because that's where you can always see me, it's at I am Talisa Ray. You can always hear me at Baby Let Me Tell You on my podcast. And we finna get this YouTube channel popping again. We gonna figure out how to make all of it work for us and not against us, where it feels like it's a chore. Because I enjoy all of this. Okay? I love you in real life. Oh, let's all bye for now. Yes, Jazzy. Take a nap, because you gotta go to work tonight or tomorrow. It's today an off day. Yes, ma'am. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. Look at Kirby. Hope to see you all soon on Zoom. I'm gonna get it together. Let me right now put a pin on Friday of next week for our Zoom happy hour, okay? Put a pin in that for next Friday, because of course this Friday is not gonna work. So let's put a pin on it and I'll come back and we'll get more details about it. And I'm actually going to make you guys go through my website to sign up for the Zoom class. So not the Zoom class, but the Zoom happy hour. Oh, you got it with your AirPod in. Okay, boo. Absolutely. Yeah, because they'd be like, why is that black girl so loud? She loud. What is she talking about? Is she talking about guns? What is she talking about? Anyway, I love you in real life. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.